Oh yeah, I already started to record it.
All right.
Oh, but I didn't start this. Boom!
Like we ever use that anyways.
It's a good judge, because we would be here till that thing just died.
That's true. That's true. Well, there's no glasses.
Dude. Sorry. Oh, they're so cold. These glasses are cold. Ooh. Well,
So-
Kevin-san, and hello. Welcome
Yes.
to
Episode 50.
episode 50. Episode, like it's an actual show.
Well, we pretend.
Yeah. We make believe.
Well, listen. What do they say? Fake it till you make it.
There you go.
So tonight,
What do we have? Who is
have,
our sponsor?
Bird Creek. This was a lovely Christmas gift from Mr. Dana.
Oh,
Yeah.
I already forgot the name of what I got you.
Yeah.
Nice.
And there's like a mountain on the bottom of the bottle, and there's like a
Yeah, it's good stuff actually.
what
I
do you
didn't
call
just
that?
get you some cheap
north
stuff.
south.
It's a compass.
Compass. Yeah, compass.
What do you call that?
Yeah.
That was
And we
some-
tried some when you finally found it. And
That was so funny. It's like have them over, and then I'm going. So Julie, what'd you do with it? No, Dana, what'd you do with it? I didn't have it. Yeah, I gave it to you. No, I did not have it. And you're just going. You had too much to drink. You don't know what you did with it. No, I was vindicated.
were you?
Yes, I was,
Did she?
because she found it in the room that she
Oh,
puts
that's
all the
right.
gifts at.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Anyway, so we opened it then that evening and had some, and it was really good. So I thought for episode 50 we should have something really good.
Something very good.
Best Christmas gift I didn't buy myself.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tasty. Oregon made.
Yeah. Small batch.
Tasty.
Single malt American whiskey. And for you not being a whiskey guy,
Yeah.
you actually like it, so that's even better.
Oh, I've been becoming more of a whiskey
I
guy,
know.
thanks to you.
I know, but I like to recognize the fact that it's not your favorite, and we should,
Yeah.
do other things occasionally.
Oh, absolutely. I am a strong advocate of doing other things occasionally. You got to try new things. Stretch
Yeah.
your wings.
Yeah.
Spread your cheeks.
Yes.
Said that.
Sure.
And this is just merely a collection that I got to get out because it's taking up floor space. And not only is this full, and I've got stuff down in there, and I've got some stuff in here, but then in there I've got that one shelf for my overflow
Full.
of all my,
And it's full.
and it's full. And so then these started taking up floor space. And I dug through, and like some of them, this guy, I'll have this done in no time.
Dude, that's like a Wednesday after you get home from work within the first 30 minutes.
Oh, dude. I did empty one of the bottles. This one.
Today?
Yes. Bacardi rum.
Okay. Because of your
Superior.
Because
Because, man,
of your work day.
oh, it feels like today's like a Thursday when you're watching this, but it's not. Because my phone just won't stop ringing. It's ringing here in the office, it's ringing on my cell phone as I'm trying to do all these bids that I don't have enough time to do, so then it spills over to the next day and I don't have time to do it, spills over to the next
So
day.
then you just start, like, are you getting these jobs?
Will probably, yeah.
So, and your guys have enough time to do all the work?
Well, I'm gradually. Here's the cool little thing, because the problem is, Jason and I both have been frustrated with going. You look at the jobs. Okay, yeah, they should be able to get this done. You hand them out, and then oh yeah, I didn't have time to do this, and we're going. Why? What took so long? And so it's just been really tough, kind of gauging everything. So I honed back a bit, and I'm just gradually throwing more stuff in because we got dry weather right now and it's not frozen. I gotta
Yeah.
get stuff done.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
What
happens? Jason calls me today and he says, is there any chance I can get Thursday off? And it's like, I've been scheduling this week every day there's a technical job that requires his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can do everything, but some things it requires either his eyes or mine.
So it's going to be yours.
Well, no, but I knew what it was. I knew what it was. What do you think it was?
Fishing.
Of course. Fishing.
That's the only thing it is. If it's not Valerie telling him to do something, it's fishing.
It's like, well, this guy, he tracks this one kind of fish, and Thursday's the day, they're going to be in this spot. My son hasn't caught one of those. It's like, whatever. I just laughed at him because, he's awesome, and so I really don't mind.
Yeah.
Well,
he was...
I'll fill the day with jobs for the other guys to do, and he's going to probably try to do that one on Saturday instead.
I remember the first time when I took him to Huna, I think it was the first time, because you took him the first time, right? Or no?
Yeah. I treated him. It was.
But then he came another time.
Yeah.
Not that time.
Oh, so he's
came
been there
another
3
time.
times.
Yeah, I think he came during COVID.
Oh, okay.
And we were fishing at the river, and he caught this Dolly Varden, and nobody gives a shit about Dolly Vardens, and he was like, yes, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? He's
Tone
like,
it back.
I never thought in my entire life I'd have the opportunity to catch this fish. I'm so happy. You totally made my entire year. And I'm like, cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
So based on that, and then him saying my son's never caught this fish.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally something he would do.
Well, and it is cool that his son is into it. Because I got to admit, I used to teach scuba diving. I just really, really dreamed of my kids and my son especially, getting into that. And how old was he? He was, because at the time you could teach, I think it was 14 and above. You could teach scuba diving. And so I gave him this gift. When you're ready, when you want to do it, I'm going to teach you. And he never did. It just kind of was a bit intimidating for him as a kid. And I thought, when he's older, well, eventually Dr. Roof took over my life, and I'm no longer teaching scuba diving. And he never did learn it. He actually has said, I kind of think about it sometimes.
When was the last time you actually went scuba diving?
I'm going to be going scuba diving in a couple weeks.
You say that.
No, I am. They've all got lined up a whale watching boat trip when I go underwater.
Okay.
A whale
But how long
underwater.
has it been since then, before that?
This last year, this year I did not dive. Last year I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. But this year I did not dive.
Oh, okay.
Not,
So it hasn't
not
been
this year, 25, 24. It's longer than I wanted, and I was going to try to work out a trip just for myself, just to go diving. But, you get busy.
Good luck with that.
No, it's mainly about getting busy.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'm probably going to just book me a boat, because there are these charters. They're just for divers.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got a week. It's like a cruise, but it's on a dive boat.
Yeah.
And you just go. You just get it out of your system.
A coworker of mine went down to Costa Rica and stayed on one of those boats.
Exactly. And you just dive to your heart's content.
Yeah. He's twice a day diving. To the maximum.
Is that all?
3 hours at a time. He was talking about there's some...
So he's using mixed gas?
I don't know.
To stay under longer?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he was you're not even supposed to, you're not supposed to do it. He was pushing the limit.
Right.
On time down or times down or whatever it was.
Right.
But he went for a week in Costa
Rica. I remember 2 things. Just 2 fun little stories.
It would be even better with those 2 fun little stories?
What?
Some
Chips!
Some snacks.
Snack
Oh, yeah.
I gotta use up these cheese puffs. I don't like the Cheetos puffs, but I'll eat them.
I won't.
So anyhow,
The 2 fun little stories.
yeah, because when I was first teaching scuba diving, I was helping this guy with his classes because he taught at PCC. And so naturally his class is huge. Well, you can only take down, just depending on the conditions, just so many divers at a time. And one time he had this class, and so there were 3 instructors, him, Barry, myself, and I was just shuttling people back and forth, different groups. Take it for a tour, bring them in, grab the next group, all that kind of stuff, and those 2 guys were out there. Well, naturally, they've been teaching for forever. They've got dry suits. I had a wetsuit. I got in the water, it wasn't quite 10 a.m. yet, got out at about 5. I was hypothermic.
I bet.
I was so freaking cold. I got out. This is when we had the minivan, and I had a great little setup in the back for all my dive gear and tanks and stuff. And I had this big, heavy, warm sleeping bag that was in there. And I slid the door open. I stripped down. I was buck naked. Mr. Muscle was gone. He was just gone. And I did not care who saw what. I had to get dry and warm. And I just stripped down, curled up in that sleeping bag, and I stayed there for so long. And then, got out, got everything broken down and put away.
Why didn't you have a dry suit?
Because I just hadn't bought one yet. But that was the day. That was the catalyst. And I said, that's it. I'm done. I got to get a dry suit. So this was the story that I was actually originally going to tell. So Jason and I, this buddy of mine that he took the instructor course with me when I took mine, and so we both had just gotten new dry suits. Let's break them in. So we went up to the Tacoma area because there's some good dive sites up there. We did Fox Island, we did Les Davies Pier, there was another spot. Where did we go? I don't remember. But anyhow, we basically we just went up for the day, drove up there, got 5 dives in, and then drove back. And it was just like dive, 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 dive. And
How long was each dive?
Until you run out of air. So depending on the depth, it was anywhere from 30 minutes to not an hour, but more than 40, probably around 50 minutes on one of the dives. Here's the frustrating thing about that one. So every dive we went down, I took my video camera down, and this was before GoPro. I got the housing you got to hold with 2 hands, big barrel of a thing, you got your lights, and so I'm doing that, and finally our night dive comes, and I went, screw it, I'm not taking the video camera down. I just want to, last dive, I just want to relax, have a good night dive. Oh my gosh. One, saw the octopus. Not any octopus, but that one species. It's the largest in the world.
Yep.
This sucker was a good 6 foot across.
And you didn't have the camera.
Didn't have the camera, of course. 2, that photoplankton. It was hot, running hot. We turned out our lights as we were doing our ascent. You could see the glow coming off of each guy streaming down as we're coming up to the surface. Beautiful, beautiful. Nothing on video. Get to the surface, we're paddling back to the shore, looking at the beautiful stars, and I turned to Jason to tell him to stop kicking me. He's like, dude, stop. And I realized he's a couple arm lengths away. I look down, it's a seal pup playing with my fin. No camera!
Pixar didn't happen, my friend. That's what the
It was pretty cool. And so I turn on the light, Jason! And I turn on the light, and of course that freaked him and he took off. And I said, dang it, there was this seal pup. He came right back. He loved my big green glowing fins. And would just bite it and just, it was just a seal pup. I don't know where Mom was. Thankfully she wasn't pissed. Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah. Cool.
So there you go. Scuba stories. I have another really good scuba story that I could tell that is like, okay, I will tell it, but not right now. I'll let you talk for a bit.
No, you go right ahead.
No.
I'm enjoying the Scuba Steve.
You heard this though.
Oh, which one?
The one where I almost died?
Well, they haven't heard it. It's worth telling.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Because it's also a two-parter.
It'll give me a reason to eat another bag of chips.
Okay, so first, cheers to
Cheers.
getting a dry
Cheers.
suit.
And to being able to tell the near-death experience.
The near-death
story.
experience. Okay, so the family and I take our first cruise ever. Kids are little, not real little, but littler. And so one day on I don't remember. Julie takes the kids to go do stuff during the day while I go diving. So I got my video camera and hop in. I would check the equipment. Thought I did. Got in, and I'm with this other couple because I was the odd man out because other people have a friend that they go diving with. I have no one. So get in the water. I'm about 40 feet down, and I breathe in, not realizing, even though my regulator's in my mouth, the hose had disconnected. It's just kind of blowing air over here. And of course I don't know this until I breathe in, and I breathe in nothing but water. 40 feet down. And somehow I kept my composure as I'm coughing, and when you cough, it kind of forces more water in.
Yep.
As I'm getting my alternate, I get it in, purging that sucker, getting the water out, breathing and coughing, and slowly make my way to the surface, go up to the boat, bitch them out. I switched out the regulator, and I go back down. The couple that I was with didn't even know that I was missing. But the thing is it really blew my mind because I thought, man, if I hadn't done, I don't know how many dives, hundreds, thousands of dives.
You probably would have died.
I would have died.
I
Yeah.
would have died.
Oh, yeah. Anybody who's just, a fair weather diver like I am now, and really back then I was too. I hadn't dove in quite a while, but I would have died. So I tell my wife this story when we get back to the ship. Flash forward, part 2. Flash forward, years later, Chelsea and her wife Liz come on a cruise with us, the 4 of us. Well, Julie, Chelsea, and Liz go off to do their thing on Cozumel. I'm going to go diving. So I booked it through the cruise ship, of course, and go down there, and the guy saw that I hadn't dove for 3 years. And he said, well, you can't go. And I said, dude, I was an instructor. It's like riding a bike. And he says, sorry, those are the rules, which is good. He held fast to the rules. It's like, okay, so I'm already off the ship on the pier. I said, is there another boat you guys got that's just doing snorkeling? Because I'm ready to get in the water, and I got my GoPro, which is a camera like this size. And so he gets me on this other boat, do my snorkeling, and then we end on the beach where they've got burgers and bottomless margaritas.
Nice.
So I'm just down and I'm getting snockered. Well, as you know, on a cruise ship, you go out on an excursion, that boat don't leave until all the excursions are back.
Yep.
But if you did your own little lollygagging thing, they're going to leave.
They'll leave you in a hot minute.
Exactly. They got places to be.
That's right.
Well, so as far as the cruise ship knows, I'm still on that dive excursion. Mm-hmm. So they call the room, call my wife, and say, because they know when you're back on the ship because you bleep your card. They said, I notice you and you're back on board and everything, but the excursion your husband was on has returned, but your husband isn't on. He didn't check in. So Julie's mind goes all the way back to when I told her about how I almost died diving. And so she and Chelsea are flipping out. Meanwhile, I'm getting snockered on the beach. And
But those people were on the same, they were from the boat or they weren't from the boat?
They were all from the boat. Okay. So that's why the ship was waiting for that last excursion to come in. So naturally, ours is the last one. It's late, but the boat's going to wait.
Yeah.
The cruise ship's going to wait. But all the other ones have returned. Everybody's back on board except me. And Julie and Chelsea think he's dead. He died. and we don't know how, why, who, what. Well, we get back and all ends well.
Except for you were smashed. And
Oh,
they
I
were
was happy.
pissed, and they were probably super mad.
And you know what made me extra smashed? This story, I don't know if you know.
There was worms in the tequila?
No. When I went up, because you got a line of people, it's a big snorkel boat, and you got a line of people going up to get their beer or their margarita. And the guy back behind there, I have no idea what his name is, but he did say Feliz Viernes for Happy Friday. He's got the big jug, it's pre-mixed margarita stuff. And he's like, hands it to the person, they move on. I come up, and for some unknown reason, he goes, shh, pulls out this bottle, and hands it to me. Extra tequila.
Nice.
I was like, wow, gracias. And I go, have it. I'm watching him over there, because I'm sitting in a hammock, I'm watching him there. Doesn't do it to anyone else.
Picture it didn't happen.
I come back, he does it again. I come back, every time he did that for me. It's like something in my face said, I need more alcohol.
I wish I had that face.
Isn't that weird though? I didn't see him do it to anyone else.
Yeah. I don't know.
I gave him a big tip.
The tip of...
Cash.
Oh.
Dinero.
Oh, I see. You gave him-
Americano. Pero dinero.
So, what are the protein bars about?
Okay. Because
How much sugar is in this? Oh, 22 carbs? Oh, it's only 2 sugars, I guess. It's still a lot
I
of
normally
carbs.
start my morning with my coffee and my little nature bar. I do love these. They're very good. It's not a protein bar. It's not bad for you, but it's not.
These are better, for sure.
And you were talking the other day about that 30-30-30.
We started it this morning.
I've heard it a million times. It's all bullshit. But I thought, it makes sense. But I don't want to eat like half a lamb to get my 30
don't have to-
pounds
it's like 5 ounces.
of protein.
It's like 5 ounces.
Well, anyhow,
How many
she
is
got
in
me
there?
this. This is 20.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
21 grams of protein.
So,
and so I thought, I'll do 20-30-30.
No, it would be 30, 20, 30.
No, 20 grams of protein within the first 30 minutes of waking up, followed by 30
Okay, you're right.
minutes of
I was
moderate
thinking
exercise.
30 grams of protein within the first 30 minutes.
Right.
Wait.
20 grams of protein.
So 20. It could be 20, 30, 30, or it could be 30, 20,
That's what
30.
I said. We'll
Or
just
it
watch
could
the
be.
tape.
Or it could be. It could be.
No, but you
30 minutes
You
within,
just repeated what I
30
said.
minutes within waking up, you have to eat 20 grams.
30 grams. Yeah, 30-30-30.
For you, 20 grams of protein. So Christina has these
Explain to us though what that's
I don't
about
know.
and
It's
why.
it's supposed to set your body up for success for the day for weight loss, essentially. I don't know the smart stuff behind it, but
Do you know who originally came up with that?
it's probably old.
The guy that wrote the book, it's something like the 4-hour week workout or something like that.
4-hour workout.
But per week.
Who came up with 30, 30, 30? What do you
The
call it?
4-minute workout. I don't remember what he called it.
Diet. 30, 30, 30 diet. Tim Ferriss. Yeah, the 4-hour body.
I knew it was 4 hours something.
Although it gained significant popularity through nutritionist Gary Brecka promoting it on TikTok.
Personally, I like the intermittent fasting.
Yeah, but I've heard that intermittent fasting is only good for certain types of people that have certain...
But all diets are that way.
True.
And that's the biggest issue. Everybody's got this diet thing, but you got to figure out what makes your body tick. For me, it's Cheetos.
Well, mine is Doritos. This bag is
Coffee and
smaller.
donut
What's
every
up with that,
morning.
dude? This bag is smaller. Is
Well,
there two
because we
different
bought
kinds?
we bought a different.
So where's the smaller kind? What's in the smaller kind?
I don't know. Oh man, these are getting cooked. That's nice and warm.
Is it just Doritos in the smaller size?
No, I put those on top for you. I don't know.
Doritos? But these are smaller size?
Oh, I didn't bring it. Oh yeah, the chili cheese.
Well, now I have to eat 3 because I didn't know there was chili cheese in there. You see what Dana does to me? He totally ruins my diet. Anyway, so Monday, we were supposed to start the 30-30-30, okay? So I went to bed at 9:30, like, because we're getting up at 5 in the morning. Because...
Wait.
We had this...
You go to bed at 9:30 to get up at 5?
You shut up. You shut your mouth.
What the hell are you, a mummy?
So, I went to bed at 9:30. Christina was already asleep. And
She's like my wife.
She didn't even like, normally if I come to bed like early, like 10 o'clock or so, she'll like wake up a little bit. Oh, hey, right? Like give her a kiss or whatever. And she didn't even move. I kissed her and she's like nothing. I was like, okay, she was tired. I mean, you know, she had a busy weekend and, you know, there was a bunch of kids over.
So I gotta try one of those too, because we talked about this last time, didn't we?
You had one last time.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
I've already forgotten.
Yeah. So, I go to bed at 9:30.
Well, that's a real Cheetos.
And I'm laying there for 3 hours. My mind is just new topic, new topic, new topic, new topic, new topic, new topic, new topic. And I'm like, oh, like 10:30. I'm like, oh, 11:30. Like, come on, man.
Wow.
12:30. I'm like, oh.
This is why you should start reading the Bible. You want to go to sleep? Get into like Leviticus. Numbers.
So at 12:30, I think I finally fell asleep.
Sorry, God, I'm just kidding.
Sometime around 12:30. So when 5 o'clock came, I was like, honey,
Dead.
like I can't do this. She's like, okay. So last night I went to bed at 10:30. I didn't go to bed at 10:30. We got up at 5 this morning. I shoveled down some meat. No, eggs. Eggs and sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Got on the treadmill for 30 minutes, went back to bed.
Hey, but you did it.
I did it.
So now, here's my question. I haven't done my research. If I have this with my coffee in the morning, does that still count?
Well, I think I heard somebody talking about it. And they said, it's better if you don't, but you're still getting your, like, coffee.
Because it's not sugar. I don't have sugar in the coffee, but I do have some cream in the coffee.
Well, cream has calories.
No, but that's not, it's about putting protein in before anything else.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
Maybe I should read the 4-hour body.
I'll wake up.
The problem is you're not going to know, right? Like it's going to take like a month of doing this.
Oh, I'm not doing it then. I'm out.
Before you like see something noticeable.
No, but here's the thing. I wasn't even planning on doing the 30-30-30. But I've always said to Julie, it would be good to get something that's better for me.
That's better.
Than those guys.
But a Quest bar.
These aren't bad.
A Quest bar would be even better. But they're expensive.
But it doesn't have as much protein.
Uh-huh.
What? Well, they're more expensive, that's for sure. I'm not paying $4 for a bar. I'd rather get 2 donuts for that.
I just ordered a bunch because they were on sale. Let me check my Amazon order.
Should I pour something else for myself?
Maybe. I don't know. Why?
Well, because I don't want to burn up your whiskey. This is, you know.
21 grams of protein.
Really?
Yeah.
For
the cookies and cream, it has 21 grams of protein and only 4 net carbs.
And what is this one?
This one has 22 carbs minus 10, so that's 12. This has 10.
10 net carbs.
10 net carbs.
So this is worse than that.
Yeah, that's why I said. It's
Yeah, but it's more expensive than that.
no. This is more expensive than that.
I mean, that's more expensive
Yeah,
than
it
this.
is.
Is what I meant. Yeah, yeah.
I just paid $23 for 12.
Yeah, it needs to be cheap.
Well, generally,
Really?
I mean, McDonald's is cheap. Well, it used to be cheap, and it's shit, right? So, I mean,
That's insane. 30 minutes goes by really fast.
it goes by too fast. But like you said, it's a good indicator. Maybe we should have something else. What else do you have? We could open some Kraken.
No.
Or if we want to stick to whiskey, we could stick to this thing. This.
I gotta
apple.
empty out some of these bottles.
Well, what is that? I can't.
This is
rum.
Soler barrel aged rum.
All right. Clean the glass. Well, like you should rinse the glasses probably. All right. So what's it been in the news?
Oh,
Are we
gosh, there's everything.
Are
in
we
the
fighting Greenland and?
You know, I gotta admit.
I didn't-
See, I'm okay.
I didn't read it, so I don't. I just kind of saw the blurb, but I'm like,
TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, is on both sides,
yes.
and I don't have that. But I gotta admit, he's a really good troller.
He's a very good troller.
He is so good at trolling anybody.
He's got Elon Musk level trolling.
Okay, oh my gosh, that opens up another can of worms.
Okay.
But first,
Trudeau is gone.
yeah,
About
the
damn time.
Governor of Canada, our 51st state. See, that's what I'm talking about. Trolling at its finest.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Musk is getting a little bit of blowback because he read some stuff and said this is horrible. This whole stuff about all these Pakistani Muslims raping everybody over in England
Yeah.
and everyone all the way up to Parliament, police, councillors, Parliament, everybody trying to cover this up. Now they might know it there, I don't know, but it's not national news, but it's horrible. We're talking kids.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, Musk is trying to stir the pot. No, man. When it comes
You know-
to kids, I don't care who says it, it's wrong, man.
You know, I know some people who just really hate Elon Musk,
But see,
and I don't like.
I don't understand that. All
Why?
See, I used to not. Okay. No?
I have to get up at 5 a.m., dude. I'm
So
not an
do I.
alcoholic like you, man. I can't drink all freaking night.
I'm not an alcoholic.
Functioning, highly functioning.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Here's to a difference. So, there's that. There's the whole Greenland stuff.
I didn't read it or hear anything. Like I just saw a headline, so I have no idea what it's about. But
Some report. Oh,
it's not bad.
see, it's better than whiskey.
No. It's better than some whiskey, for sure. Like the one that you brought home from
Oh.
Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt. Speaking of Muslims, they know how to make booze. The Greenland thing, some reporter asked him, like, because he's talked about Greenland and the Panama Canal. Would you use military force? He says, I'm not answering that. You know, basically, can you promise you're not going to use military force? No. That's what he said.
But in like what purpose for Greenland?
I know. I don't know.
Should we
It's
look
just a
this up?
blurb. It's just a
Should we look this
blurb. All I know is that he pisses everybody off, and it's kind of fun.
I need to know what this is about.
But as far as Musk, I never used to be a fan of him because the whole electric energy nonsense is a scam.
He doesn't believe it.
Point is, it is a scam, and I can explain why I say that. But what I do appreciate is he got upset seeing some of the censoring that was going on, so he bought Twitter, turned it into X, and because of that, did you hear about Mark Zuckerberg? Yeah, it's been really horrible, you know, the censorship that's happening. He will do whatever whoever's in power wants him to do.
Well, I think I agree with that, but he also put Dana White on his board.
I know.
Like
Crazy.
That's not a I'll do whatever's in power. I heard somebody talk about him.
I'll grant you that.
I heard somebody talk about him in a way that suggested that perhaps, he got all this money and all this power at such a young age.
Oh, yeah.
And his parents were hyper liberal, right? So he grew up in a hyper liberal thing, right? And then it took a bunch of bullshit to open his eyes, make him think for himself, and
the red pill.
And I don't want to say red pill, but because then you might have to say that about me, and that's definitely not the case.
Dude, no, I remember way back when we used to love to argue, which is why we thought this would be fun to do, but we end up not arguing, which is really sad. As much. But I don't remember what it was, but I said something, and you said, well, Trump said this, and I said, no, he didn't. And you, being Mr. Googler, said, yes, he did. I said, no, he didn't.
Well, that's the thing.
You Googled it, and then you went, oh. And this is what I love about you, is that you will look up something and go, I stand corrected.
Well, listen, I want to be right. But I don't want to be right. I want to get it right.
Exactly.
And that's, I think...
And you help me with that as well. Because obviously my natural tendency to say, no, damn it, I'm right.
Yeah.
But
I know, believe me.
Hey, but to you, I have admitted when I was wrong.
A few times.
Because I'm not wrong that often.
A few times. But yeah, people that just refuse to... I know a few people like this who just hate him because he's an asshole.
Right.
And
that would be my wife.
But I think the problem with having that mentality is nobody that ever did anything great wasn't an asshole in some form or fashion.
I have to think about that one a bit, because that's a very good point.
Every fucking medical thing that ever broke anything before there was the internet, those people were probably fucking evil. Okay? They were doing tests on people without their knowledge. Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotcha.
Any kind of political thing, there's always super snide under and I'm not saying they shouldn't do it. I'm just saying they're not saints.
See, here's the funny conundrum. You're coming over this Friday.
Yes.
We're going to watch a movie together.
Yes, we are.
And here's the funny thing about it. It was when England did something, we can't let the Parliament, other people...
Are you telling me about the movie before I watch it? Shame.
I'm not giving it away, other than it creates this, there are things that you do, it's like the FBI and the CIA. There are things that they do that you go, it really comes in handy, but the problem is, when you put that power into evil hands, which is the human heart, then bad things happen.
Or they can happen.
Exactly. Whereas this was a covert thing that was done without authorization that...
Okay, don't tell me. I don't want to know anything about it.
Okay.
But I know people that don't like Elon Musk because he's an asshole.
I didn't dislike Elon Musk. I've never been a fan of going battery because of all of the subsidies that make us believe it actually pencils out, but it doesn't.
Here's the thing.
It doesn't.
I don't think it pencils out financially because he's I'm going to use the subsidies because they give it to me, but I don't think I should have it.
I've heard him say, though, that he did stuff without it.
Yeah.
And I would
without the subsidies, he would have done the same thing. He just used any good...
No, I understand that. I understand that. I do. But when you get people if she ever watched this, she's not at this point of the tape.
No.
My sister. She's just all green and everything, and I'm sorry, but it's not green. An electric car is more pollutive in so many ways than a gas-powered automobile. It is. When you look at the grand total of things, when you look at the kind of havoc that you wreak with obtaining the chemicals, when you look at the havoc you wreak over getting rid of those chemicals, when you look at the havoc you wreak even out of the tires, the pollution that comes off of the tires because of the weight of the cars and trucks, that is greater than a gas-powered automobile.
Yeah, okay, but...
Dude, that's the way it works out. And you gotta pencil things out.
But I don't think...
Because even if you go nuclear, you still have the problem with the chemicals and disposal and the extra weight that creates more pollution because of the tire tread loss.
Yeah, but that like, compare the tire tread loss difference to emission difference.
Exactly. It includes that. It includes that.
So I would argue,
okay,
just straw manning this.
Yeah.
Okay, that if you're gonna do like the pollution that it takes to make one electric car versus the pollution and output, right?
And output. Total package.
Total package versus a gasoline car, right? Arguing about the tread wear.
No, that's part of it as well.
No, but using that as one of your arguments is stupid.
But if it's true, how is it stupid?
Because you can say that...
Because is always a good reason.
No. Because you can use the treadwear argument in a gas-powered car that's light versus a gas-powered car that's heavy. Mm-hmm. Like...
But if you're taking a 4-passenger car, gas, versus 4-passenger car...
Sure. Like, electric, I get that. But if that...
If you're taking a truck, a work truck, that's gas versus a work truck that's electric, it's a loss.
I agree. But compared, like, if you're doing the whole thing and one of your arguments is tread wear, I can say, well, I fucking do donuts in my fucking car and have to change my tires more than that electric car that doesn't have any power because it's a Nissan Leaf. Like, that shouldn't be your argument.
Actually, electric cars have more power.
Not a Leaf.
Okay, I'll grant you that.
Not a Leaf.
Right.
That's why I said Leaf specifically.
Speaking of electric, interesting, the guy that blew himself up in front of the Trump hotel.
In the Cybertruck?
Didn't realize, and this is a kudos to that Cybertruck, it didn't blow up. The glass blew out, but that was it.
Well, because it's bulletproof.
But did you see the interview?
No, I didn't see any of it.
That Sean...
Hannity? Sean Ryan?
Sean Ryan, yeah. The SEAL?
The SEAL guy, yeah.
That he made with the guy that got the email from the guy that killed himself.
Oh, yeah. I heard it, like I saw a clip about it, but I didn't watch it.
Oh, my gosh.
Should I watch
it? Dude, yeah. Because this guy that blew himself up, shot himself first,
he was
supposedly.
He was like an army guy, right?
Yeah.
Like a ranger?
He was saying some stuff that either means he's wacko nutso crazy or he was on the inside being pursued and they offed him.
Either way, nothing surprises me.
I know, nothing surprises me.
And that's sad. That's really sad, right? That's really sad. But again, if we had a king.
You know what king I'm voting for. Don't look so sad. There's no better king than Jesus.
Yes. But again, I think we've talked about this. Nobody would fucking believe it anyways. You would not believe it.
Believe what?
That Jesus was here.
What?
If Jesus came down and proclaimed to the entire world, I am Jesus Christ, come follow me, nobody would believe it. Nobody would believe it. And with AI, it's even worse. Because you'd be like, oh, somebody just made an AI something.
That's a good point.
Right? Like, I get what you're saying, and I even believe that you believe it.
Maybe AI is the Antichrist.
But nobody's going to believe it. Nobody's going to believe it.
Right.
So, to even say that is useless. Because it's not only improbable, it's impossible. It's impossible for what you described to me. It's impossible for that to happen. Somebody will kill him. Like, they killed him before, right? Somebody will kill him.
And what did he do? He rose from the dead.
Yeah, but he's not here. Like...
No, but his second return is way different from his first.
Okay, so the only way people will believe it is he brought fire and brimstone down with him.
That does happen. In the end times, that does happen.
Okay, so that is the only way.
And here's what's fascinating. He returns. He reigns for 1,000 years. Everyone is under his leadership. When the 1,000 years is over, there is an attack on him. He defeats Satan, everybody that's trying to take him down, and then everything is over as far as our existence. And the new heaven, the new earth happens at that point. And what's fascinating is to think, well, why would you try to take him out? And it's probably because you didn't get to do what you wanted to do.
Duh.
Because the one king, the one judge, he knows your heart. So none of us will be able to plead innocent in the court and succeed. You know what I mean?
It's not going to happen. It won't happen.
It'll happen.
It won't happen.
Someday. It will.
It will be...
That's another discussion for another day.
It will be...
On a fishing trip
like
in Alaska
in
September.
I don't know if I can do that again.
Oh,
they were so nice. They were so nice. I love those guys.
We really should wind this down. I don't want to end it on apocalypse. Because this is number 50. It's a new year. We haven't even done resolutions.
Okay.
And all that. Do you have a resolution?
I don't have an official one, but I'm trying this 30-30-30 thing.
Yeah, there's one.
We'll see how. I definitely can't do it every day. Well, you already screwed me, Dana. Thank you for inviting me over for pizza and a movie.
What?
I was going to fast from Thursday night to Sunday night. And Christina was like, well, you're going to Dana's. And I'm like, oh, that's okay. I just won't eat anything. And she's like, he's bringing out his pizza machine. And I'm like,
that's fine. You don't have to eat anything.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not eating pizza.
Here's a fun thing. Nobody's going to let Devin eat anything.
Oh, no, I'm eating. I'm making a damn pizza. So then I was like, okay, the week after. Oh, well, the week after you're going to Derek Weber's house to play poker. Oh, well, I'm definitely drinking.
Well, and time. See, this is why I've thought about doing the 30-30-30.
Yeah.
Because I love the intermittent fasting, but nights like tonight,
yeah,
that screws me up. Yeah. Because now, what time is it?
9:30. It's only 9:38.
Oh, that's not bad. That's only 11:30.
The problem is when you're like, I can't come out of my hole until 10 o'clock. And then we're out here till 11:30 because you already drank 4 or 5 glasses of wine and you don't know when to shut up. This was perfect. Anyways, so New Year's resolution.
New Year's resolution.
I'm going to try not to die from my calendar. My calendar is so full already.
Oh, yeah.
So full.
Ours is getting full, too. Yeah.
Yeah, so full. So full. And then you just had to add Huna, which I appreciate. Thank you, sir. So who's coming?
Well, right now it's you and me.
Jason.
And Jason.
And that's you and me and Jason. Yeah. So who's coming tomorrow?
No, but
Friday?
Well, there you go.
Who's coming?
We've got a couple of prospects.
Okay.
One of them being Dan, because remember Dan came last time.
Oracle?
Yeah, And
came last time, right?
And he said how his brother-in-law, he'd love to bring his brother-in-law. So there's a distinct possibility.
And
2
he's got
more there.
experience.
And then I let Brett know he's going to be here Friday night for the movie night, and he's seriously thinking about it.
He shouldn't be thinking. He should
So
be writing a check.
Well,
so I should have the details Friday. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
All right. I got to figure out the money.
I haven't told David yet because I wanted to. Actually, I should tell him.
David Barclay, right?
No, Jim Barclay.
David was his son.
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But David Wilkins, my friend.
Yeah. He went last time.
Yeah, and he went with Jim's son to go salmon fishing.
To go coho fishing on the.
Well, yeah, coho. Yeah.
With salmon, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was old Mr. Jim. I
So
love that guy.
Jim's a really good guy.
Asking me about my plans for the future. That was great.
Well, Jim, the funny thing about him,
But Kathy's the one who buys all the fish from me, so I love those guys.
Yeah, I really love Jim now.
Well, I love Kathy. I know, Jim, he was super sweet.
They're both great.
Like, super, like, and like I told him, right, it's like, you know, your efforts probably are in vain.
No, they're not.
But
nothing is in vain.
Super appreciate because if you didn't like me, you wouldn't ask me that question.
Okay, here's the funny thing. There will come a day when you accept Christ.
I did when I was 13 already.
Because...
Like, does that count or does that not count?
You are my friend.
Does that count or does that not count?
No, it doesn't
At
count.
Bible camp?
Based upon you
Bible
right
camp
now...
doesn't count?
No.
Why not?
Because...
I never disallowed it.
Excuse me? You disallow it every time we talk.
I don't... Okay. Well... Let's just finish this off, shall we?
All right, we shall.
I mean...
No. Point is, God made us neighbors for a reason.
You think so?
Yeah, because what other Christian are you going to move next to that drinks alcohol like I do? Probably some Catholic, and he's kind of messed up.
That is a really good question. I'm trying to think of the like the super Christian-y, go to church most Sunday people that I know definitely don't drink like you. But when I was younger, I knew a bunch of Christian drunks. Like a
Sad
ton.
but true.
Like a ton.
Yeah.
Cheating on their wives
No,
with other parishioner, like women from the church.
Yeah.
That's
no bueno.
That's kind of really what did
No
me
bueno.
in to the church thing.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, right? We
Right.
talk the church thing versus the other thing, right?
Well, and see, that's the problem. Is people like my sister, she's full European, so she's got this boneheaded idea about, well, the church, they were horrible. Right, but who was Christ? He did not command us to behave like that. He did not. So therefore, one could deduce.
My biggest beef is church related, not necessarily
right,
God related or
right.
like, you know.
I agree.
Anyway,
my biggest beef is church related as well, because he won't let me drink.
but Jim, I do appreciate you, and it made me kind of feel special that you cared enough to ask.
Yeah, nice.
So it was kind of nice.
Is that how we're ending it?
Yeah, kind of nice.
Kind of.
It's kind of nice.
I like that. We're gonna end it kind of nice.
You know, it's a what do they say? Super okay.
I haven't heard that.
Is it super okay?
Super okay.
No, it's
that
like,
sounds like something a Japanese would say. Super okay.
That
was
yeah.
bad
Instead
Japanese.
of
that was very racist of me, but nobody's watching right now.
Instead of like pass and fail, they had
super okay.
No, they had fail But they had
Pass.
okay, not okay. What was it? It wasn't okay.
Pass.
It was.
Fail. Okay.
Oh no! It was the fail was NG, no good.
Well, yeah, you filled me in on the no
Yeah.
good.
No
long
good.
time ago.
Yeah.
NG.
NG.
No good.
That's NG. But we are going to finish this glass and have a super okay.
Happy 2025.
Yeah.
That's worth another clink.
Yeah, for sure.